I was told not to write this screenplay by a bunch of people because it had to do with a culture that no one had ever heard of. It had to do with racism. It had to do with old people. And they said, no one will ever want to do that. I heard that across the board not to write that script. But if I had listened to that, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. It's about helping somebody out who can't ask for help, and it's about learning a little bit about yourself. It's about redemption.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there.
We brought you some shallots to plant in your garden.
Why can't you people just leave me alone?
They're perennials. They come back every year.
I don't want them. You keep them. Just leave me alone.
Wait. This is my mom, Vu. I'm Sue, and that's my brother, Tao. We live next door.
It was like about a year ago that I saw some information in on one of the articles of the Hmong Times newspaper in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I was reading, I was like, hey, is Clint Eastwood directing a movie about Hmong people? When I found out that he was doing a movie about Hmong people, I was really kind of like, whoa, Hmong people? Serious? No.
It was an uproar period for the Hmong community. Everyone was throwing it all over the place, so it kind of was hard to even miss.
It made a lot of the Hmong communities really hyped up about it, curious, excited.
Wow, I can't believe it. The first Hmong movie, you know, a real movie, you know what I'm saying? Not like no fake holding the camera type thing, you know.
I had the heaviest outline I've ever had before. And then it was relatively easy to write.
The writer had worked with a lot of Hmong people at some factory that he worked in, and so he became acquainted with him and thought it was a good way to do the picture. The whole thing will just start converging and start moving to it.
My first day on set, oh man, I didn't even realize that it was him, because so we got on set, we changed everything, went to where they were filming at, and suddenly this guy, he sticks out his hand and he goes, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
I was so nervous, you know. I was just started almost to break down a bit because it was really hot, extremely hot that day too when we were shooting, and he wanted to meet me too. So I was just standing there, and he approached me, and I kind of ignored him a little bit. I turned around, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Jerry." I looked up, and it was him. Wow, I can't believe I'm meeting this guy that I've been always watching on TV or in the big screen. And it's Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood as a director, he's awesome. He's a really nice guy. He's really humble. He makes you feel really comfortable when you're on set. It's like, he doesn't tell you to be, to be comfortable, but the way he acts towards you make you feel like, okay, I can get used to this.
Clint Eastwood let you play the character because you are the character and the character is you. So you basically just get on a set and do your thing.
I have good news for you, man.
Oh, really? What's that?
I'll give you another shot, man. Come on. I don't think so. Why not?
Don't go, Tom.
You need somebody to look after you, man. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Yes, I need.
Come on.
Why you acting so awful, man? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Malcolm, man, come on. Stop. He's gonna beat me up, man.
Anybody all right?
cho mình nhỏ nhà tiền nhớ nó là hay xíu chỉ bỏ đi ấy giờ đi nó có một thay này ít lần cầu xe là đồ bé sai nó một tàu một thiếu cho một tàu về trai theo chúng mình cả hai chúng mình bằng sự hai đi theo giờ cũng bây giờ xa nó nửa thay nè giờ cũng bỏ từ là cũng phải hai rồi cũng thấy rồi thì Queen come here là mà picture bà đó bên nó chỉ bà đó ý vị ở vị nó chính trị一路适合用的哈。
Yep, Smokey. Bam! Hey, yo, this is my house. Those are my workers. Yo, this is where me and my boys, they could do their rap and stuff. And this is the way out if anybody needs to know.
So like, you're Smokey, man. You're like the leading bad guy. You're like the leading bad guy in the film. I mean, you feel like a lot of pressure on you. I mean, how does it feel? I mean, you don't have no acting experience.
Right. Well, at first, when I first got here, that was the hardest part for me, you know? I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was hella scared of this, the camera.
Right.
But now I'm cool, you know? Yeah. So it was like Friday, and I was cruising around. Like, I pulled into the Hmong partnership.
Right.
I went in there, asked the lady at the front counter, and then everybody, the casting people was behind me. What's her name? Amelia and everything.
Amelia.
Yep, they was there, and then they was like, "Hey, you want to do it? If you really want to do it, come on."
I'm glad that they went the way they did and used almost all Hmong actors. There is no pool, really, I don't think, that I'm aware of.
Congratulations. As she said, and I'm going to have to say this in English because my mom is pretty bad. We're doing casting for a movie, and there's no experience necessary. You just have to be yourselves. We're casting an entire community of Detroit Hmong people, which is what you are.
My name is B. Vang.
And how old are you, B?
I'm 16 years old.
I auditioned for it, sent in a headshot picture. I guess they liked me. Told me to set an appointment to set up for my first audition with Amelia. Jeff called me back and he was like, "Yes, Clint liked you and he would like to see you again."
Hello, my name is Whitney Hearn. I'm 15 years old. I'm 5'3", and today I will be auditioning for the part of Sue.
So I was like, I'll just audition, you know, who knows what's gonna happen. Next thing you know, the next day they're like, okay, we want you in for the next audition. And then about like a week and a half after, they called me, surprisingly, after I've given up all hope, and then they told me I got the part.
You people are nuts. But the food does look good. It smells good too.
Well, of course, it's Hmong food.
Yeah. Okay. Can I come back for seconds?
I worked a factory job, and I worked with a lot of Hmong families. And we worked 10-hour days, 4 days in a row. We did 40 hours in 4 days. So those last 2 hours from 1 to 3 in the morning, you know, you get to know each other really well. And so we'd throw questions back and forth. Like, you know, you'd ask these guys, you know, what are you eating? Why do you have the same first name as last name? You know, and they'd ask us stuff back like, why do you eat so much? You know, why are you wearing the same shirt 3 days in a row?
Hmong isn't a place, it's a people. Hmong people come from different parts of Laos, Thailand, and China.
Yeah. Well, how did you end up in my neighborhood then? Why didn't you stay there?
It's a Vietnam thing. We fought on your side, and when the Americans quit, the communists started killing all the Hmong.
So many wars where we lost everything, you know, wherever we came from, wherever we lived, was always being taken over. Someone always invading. We just been fighting, man. So trying to survive all our lives. Well, the 1963, if I'm correct, you know, comes along, President Kennedy. You know, everyone's trying to fight the Vietnam War. Loud communists invades us and, you know, trying to take over us. So, and then comes the U.S. They realize that we're the only hope, you know, so they kind of come in and, you know, hey, fight with us, man, fight with us. And we're like, well, we hope we don't got nothing left. Vang Pao's like, yeah. And I understand why he said yes. I probably would have said it myself. I can't say because I wasn't there at the time. I don't know where my heart would have been, but, either way, I think our hearts would have been crushed either way.
Nó tới rồi, chơi là tôi số lô nó chỉ nên mà con chụp hình nó chỉ bảo hai đi chơi là để chấm nhiều tôi mẹ của em nó cái lô tổ đa là lấy mua lại cái gì nữa họ có mua cho nhiều là lấy tôi phải cho nữa nè bên trai của nó nè cái món mà là chỉ tôi phải lấy ít rồi gì cái khí gì của chỉ tôi nữa nè thì những trai thì nhớ là gì kia nhưng xử lý bỏ nhớ là gì tua chứ nó gì của gì cho nên để kia để từ lúc để chờ nó ta.
My mom and dad took care of both my aunt and uncle to cross the Mekong River and brought them to Thailand to safety and take care of them, make sure they, had a good education, get married, and brought them to the United States. And same as for my brother and sisters. And we're here.
I did like the Hmong people. I have great respect for them, and I have great respect for the enthusiasm they put forth on this project, because they could have easily just said, "No, we don't want to be part of it." But I think they were flattered that somebody wanted to do a picture that involved their people.
When I went on set, a bunch of actors and then some of their family members came and thanked me, and I didn't expect that. I never thought that would happen. But that was pretty impressive, because to thank me, to put a kind of a face on these people, this is great. It's great.
It's ironic too, but because the younger generation usually doesn't take up the languages, but all the younger people on the show could speak Hmong, so they spoke both English and Hmong, so that they keep it alive even in this country, that's within the family.
For me coming here and meeting all these people, it is like another family to me. We gotten real close. We know each other like that.
We don't see each other as friends or just actors working with each other. We see each other as, brothers and sisters.
Production people that are so humble and kind and took us under their arm, and their family took us under their arm.
It's like our own little family. I mean, like I was telling a friend of mine, with everybody getting the part that they did, I wouldn't have it any other way.
People understand how much a stepping stone this is. It takes one, and then it builds to two, and then it builds to three, and then we build a whole nation of it.